But James, what about the risks of recession, inflation, and the threats of artificial intelligence? How can I feel confident retiring when the future seems so uncertain? Well, this brings me on to reason number 3. The future is uncertain. It always has been and always will be. When you read the news, it's easy to think that we are living through one of the most uncertain periods of history, with never before seen risks looming right around the corner. But I can tell you that every single person that has ever retired has thought exactly the same thing. Because we have a recency bias that causes us to feel like the events of today and the risks of tomorrow are much more significant than what anyone has ever experienced in the past. That's not to dismiss the risks of today, but even if we look back over the last 15 years, we can see that there has been plenty to worry about. We had the European debt crisis, the scaling back of QE, US government shutdowns, recessions, trade wars with China, Brexit, COVID. But all of these fears either came to nothing or were very short-lived. And if we look back over the last 100 years, there have been even greater crises. World wars, Cold Wars, the collapse of superpowers. But time and time again, we see that human ingenuity has overcome this uncertainty, and we keep on marching higher. As Mark Twain or Churchill or somebody old and wise once said, I have had a lot of crises in my life, but few of them have actually ever happened. Given the amount of time we spend worrying about the future, you would expect that when we look back on our lives, that it must be littered with a huge number of dramatic events and painful experiences that we've had to live through. But in the rearview mirror, you realize that most of these worries never come to pass, and the obstacles that you did face, you either overcame or learned to accept. The future will always be uncertain, and a large part of retirement is just getting comfortable with that and having faith in your ability to adapt. So why not do it now? Number 4, arbitrary goals.